Hello, my geek friends. This is Javier Vizcaino with action figure review from Play Arts Kai. This is Captain Harlock, space pirate that is actually very popular in Asia and kind of known in South America. I think in North America is a little bit more unknown. But I decided to do this review, my first review in English, about this figure because it's a very, very beautiful figure. I've been able to have several Play Arts Kai figures, but this one I think is one of the most beautiful designs that they have. Okay, this is an accurate, very accurate design based on a movie, animated movie of this character. As I said, it's a space pirate, and it's a very nice figure, very well designed. Let's see first the size of this figure. We have a figure that is around almost 10.5 inches tall. It's a very tall figure. It's based on the new sizes that actually Play Arts Kai is coming out with. Before, they were handling around 8 to 9 inches figures. Here's a Joker from the previous sizes. As you see, it's a very, very different size. Okay, it's a big difference. Okay, so these sizes are really, really nice. I believe that this is a brand that is coming out with figures that are an alternative for Hot Toys. As you know, Hot Toys are very nice figures, but they're very expensive. In this case, these figures are a little bit more cheap, but even though they're not exactly the same, it's a very good alternative for collecting big, well-detailed figures. Okay? In this case, this figure that is really well designed, I'm going to show you a little bit the details of the figure. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see Captain Harlock's face. Because he's a pirate, the typical thing in pirates is that he's one-eyed, but he covers his missing eye with his hair. The hair is very well sculpted. If you can see his face, it's very well done. Very, very well done. The details are just fantastic. He has a scar under his eye that makes him look very well done. His only eye, looks very well painted. As I told you, the sculpt of his hair is very well produced. Right now you can see this fellow right here next to his head. That's his pet. It's kind of a weird looking pelican, right? He's always hanging around with him. Okay, even the pelican has an articulated head. Look, his neck does move. Talking about articulations, we have the articulation of the head right here, which it's based on the ball joint. Okay, but it is restricted because of this part of the jacket that he has. Okay, actually it's not the jacket, it's actually part of the cape that this character has. Now, what I like about this character is details. How many details you see with this character. Okay, just look at the paintwork in this figure. He is supposed to be made of leather. I mean, the whole suit is made of leather, and the paint job that they have done to this figure is actually very, very accurate to that. It does look like leather. Very well made in that aspect. Very, very well made. It does look like leather. And it has some parts that actually look like metal. Very well done. The effect, it looks like a bronze something or a copper thing, but it looks really, really well. It has details, for example, right here, we can see the buckles of his belts. Little, skulls. Very well done. you can see the zippers. The zippers right there from his jacket. His pants that are also leathery look very well. His boots. You can see that his cape looks also like leather. It doesn't look like cloth. It's leather also. And it has this red finish inside. Of the painting is red. But it has the shadow. This is not the shadow of the light. This is actually paint. And it looks very well done. Just like the back part of the cape. Look at the back part of the cape. Well done. Has the details of this golden stripes right there. Very well made. See the shadows right there in the cape. Very well done. Absolutely. This is what I like about this figure. All the details it has. It's really, really an attractive figure. This guy is not built. He's not muscled. He's actually slim. And he looks really good. Really good. In what it has to do with accessories, one of the accessories is this bird. Okay? Because if you don't like the bird, okay, if you don't like him, you can always pop out the head. It comes out pretty easily. And you can take this off, as you can see, and you can actually change it for this one that has no bird. So if you don't like the bird, all you do is change this part of the neck of the jacket, of the cape, and you don't have it there anymore. And there you got it. Looks really nice. That's one of the accessories. The other accessory that we're going to find, it's right here in this holster. Has a gun. And this gun is also very well detailed. It fits very well right there in that holster. This futuristic gun reminds me a little bit of Boba Fett's gun. Right? And this gun is going to actually fit in this other hand that we receive in the package. It's a trigger hand gun. Trigger hand. Well, I'm being redundant there. As you can see, it fits. The gun fits very well in the hand. Okay. The trigger finger goes really right there. Designed perfectly. So, what I can do is change the hand. Just pull it out. And I put the other hand there with the gun, and we have a weapon on his hand now. Well designed. Now, as a pirate, he must have also a sword, and this is the other accessory. This sword right here. Look at it. It's also a futuristic sword. It's more like a gun, not exactly a sword, because it has a trigger right there, as you can see. It has a trigger, so you can shoot with this sword also. That also comes out in the movie. And you can see the detail here of the skull. It has a skull right there. Very nice design too. Definitely one of the things that really attracted me to this figure was that, the detail. It fits very well there in that holster right there for the gun. Or the sword, whatever we can call it. It works very well. I love the details. The articulation of these figures are the typical articulations of very well done figures that you can pose in different positions. In this case, obviously there is a restriction with the cape, but the design of the cape is very well done because you can actually lift the arms to that position. Why? Because it has a division right here, so you can lift the arms with no problem. Look at that. Looks pretty well. It has a butterfly joint right here. It has a ball peg right here also, so it gives them a lot of movement. We got a ball joint right here also in the hand. The torso has a lot of articulation. Look at how it moves. Okay, of course we got to be delicate with these figures because these are collectible items, right? These are not toys, so they're not really designed to be moved around with a lot of violence or you know, you got to be careful with them. You just pose them and keep them in a very good position for showing it off. But you got to be very careful with the articulations because they're very delicate. Okay, for example, the articulations of the legs, I think, are sometimes the most delicate ones. It has the articulation that we want. As you can see, you can pull it out if you want. I really don't like to force it in this case. When I have these figures, if the articulation is not that soft, I prefer not to push it. Okay, I really don't like to risk a figure. If they're 80 or 100 bucks, you don't want to lose that money, right? We got the articulation of the leg. It's a double jointed, a double articulation right here. Look at that. I don't care much about double articulations in the legs because I don't think they look attractive. But a lot of people do like it if they want to do it in more action poses, you know. So it's okay. The feet in this one has a ball joint. That works pretty well. It lets us stand this figure without the plastic stand that actually comes, or base, that Play Arts Kai always gives us, which is not very attractive and not very useful. But if you need to have a base to where to stand it and leave it in one position, it's okay. But it stands by itself, which is good. So this is Captain Harlock. I think it's a very nice figure. I really recommend you, if you're a collector of very detailed figures and with a good size, I really recommend this one from Play Arts Kai. If you have the chance to buy it, hey, get it. It's a very good figure. I really think, compared with others, it's very attractive. Okay, maybe it's not that popular, as I said, in the United States, but you will go and find out about it. You're going to find out about its series. You're going to find out about its movie and make it yours. You know, it's a very nice figure. It has a companion, a girl called Kai. No, not Kai, Kay. And I'm waiting for that figure because it looks like it's a very beautiful figure too. Pirate girl. So once I have it, I'll do another review about it. So if you like this review and you're interested in knowing about other figures, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my page. I'm going to try to find other figures, maybe not only Play Arts Kai, but from other brands, figures that you are interested in, and talk about it at least once a week. Okay? I really hope you liked it, my geek friends, and I thank you for having me at your home. So, geek friends, goodbye and see you in the next video.